Hello everyone. In the last two videos we looked at inspecting individual turtles and patches, giving them various commands and changing their various properties. The thing that really makes NetLogo interesting and unique, however, is not its ability to give commands and change properties of individual patches and turtles, but rather the ability to give commands and change properties of large sets of different kinds of agents, patches, turtles, links, etc., all at the same time. In this video, we're going to look at ways to send commands to specific sets of agents, whether it be specific patches or specific turtles based on certain properties that they have. To get started, we're going to create a whole number of turtles. Now, you may remember in the previous video that we did on individual turtles, we used the command create-turtles to create a single turtle. Now we're going to go ahead and type create-turtles and then the number 100 to create 100 different turtles. You may remember also in the previous video on individual turtles that when we create a new turtle, it starts with a random color and facing a random direction. So this little kind of blurry ball of colors we see in the middle of the view is just 100 different turtles with random colors facing in random directions. Now we could go ahead and ask each of these turtles individually to move forward, and then we can kind of pull them apart and see them separately. But in this video, we're concerned with talking to sets of agents at the same time. So I'm going to start with the most basic agent set, which is just called turtles. And so we start with this keyword ask, and then we have an agent set. And so turtles is just the agent set of all turtles that are currently in our model. And I'm going to ask all these turtles to just go forward by 10, and we'll see what happens. Now you'll observe that the 100 turtles we created with random colors and facing random directions have just all moved out 10 units from the origin. So they create this sort of circle, although they're not perfectly evenly distributed around the circle since their initial directions are random. Now you'll remember from previous videos that the view here is divided up into 4 quadrants, with the center being the origin at 0, 0. So this is the positive x-axis, and this is the positive y-axis. So all the turtles here would have x and y coordinates that are greater than 0. So acknowledging that, let's take a look at how to interact with turtles on a more specific basis than just addressing all turtles. So we'll ask turtles with, and then in brackets I'll say x core greater than 0 and y core greater than 0. So here I'm asking all the turtles that are in this first quadrant in the top right to do something. And what am I going to ask them to do? Well, let's just ask them to set their color to green. And you'll notice that all the turtles in that top quadrant change their color to green. We can similarly address all the patches in the model. We use the ask keyword again, and then we use the keyword patches, which is just all patches in the model. And I'm going to ask all the patches to set their patch color, which is denoted by the keyword pcolor, to white. And so now all the patches have turned white. We can similarly just address certain patches. So I can say ask patches with, and now we say px core less than 0, so that's going to be all patches to the left of the y-axis, and then I'm going to have them set their patch color to blue. So we see what the result of that is. Now the ask keyword isn't the only way to interact with agent sets. If I want to find out, for example, how many green turtles there are currently, I can type the keyword count, and then I can say turtles with color equals green, and this will just give me a number of the green turtles that currently exist in this model, which is 24. Now let's say I want to take the 10 rightmost turtles in the view and change their color to black. I can ask max n of 10 turtles x core. So what this is going to do is it's going to return a set of turtles of size 10 with the maximum x coordinate number. So that's going to be the 10 rightmost turtles. And then I'm going to ask them to set their color to black. You'll notice the result. Now, there are a lot of different things we can do with agent sets. And not unlike other videos, I'm going to end this one with a recommendation to take a look at the agent set section of the NetLogo dictionary, where you'll find all the things you can do with agent sets and descriptions of those commands.